You're the one that tells me when we're live or not.
We are. Hey guys. We're dancing. It's New Year's Eve.
Oh God, the dildo's gone red.
No, stop the dildo going red.
It'll be red in the one that tells me when we're live or not. Oh, hang on.
We've got like Bitcoin tunes. My baggy music.
All right.
And my first glass of wine for the night. Dunstan.
Who have we got here? Alfredo Flores. Greetings from Georgia, USA. Welcome, Alfredo. Carl, good to have you along.
Hey guys.
Juju,
Nice to
the
see
Bull
you.
Devil, Brett Kruger.
Happy
All
New
right.
Year. We are getting the first new year in the world behind
It is the first new year from New Zealand.
in
Can't really see it that well behind me.
Woo!
But the green dildo is going to explode in about 15 minutes.
So when it explodes, that's when Bitcoin's going to explode. According to the annual chart, we still have...
You were right again, Lisa, yesterday. You've been nailing it.
13 hours and 13 minutes. Dun, dun, dun.
30K.
Until the annual close happens on Bitcoin.
You think there's a chance we're going to make 30K?
We're going to make 30K.
Huh?
Hello, we're going to make 30K. Going to push up to 30K.
I think we've got another friend joining us very, very shortly, another Australian. But before he does, shall we have our one last look at the BTC and ETH charts for the year? And then I think we'll just have a general chat about what 2020 has been all about and what we think is happening next year.
Oh, yeah, 2020.
Oh, yeah.
What a year.
I had my COVID test today. I nearly cried.
Really?
Yeah. They stuck a freaking thing right up my nose and they had to keep it there for 10 seconds. I nearly cried like a baby.
So are you COVID free? How long does it take?
I don't know. I hope so.
Wow.
Yeah. I got a beautiful room with a great view, but if they tell me I've got COVID, you get shipped off to a prison immediately. So,
oh, do you?
I gotta imagine that is the first day of 2021 for me. Sorry, sir, you got COVID. Come with us. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I feel good though, Lisa, so I hope not.
Fingers crossed there's no COVID.
Okay, our last chart of the year, and then we'll talk. Then we'll have a bit
of let's share a chart. Look at this. This is so very epic. So this is the most epic Bitcoin chart ever that was posted a while back, and we are sitting at 28,888. If that isn't such good luck, amazing good luck. It's like all the eights. We're about to explode through here. And yeah, it's just 2021 is going to be epic. So if you don't know,
can you just send out a message to my parents to actually, because I've been giving them financial advice on Bitcoin and crypto for a number of years now, but they don't listen to me. So can you tell them to buy some crypto, please?
Well, yeah, it's
just like Kathy, get some more crypto.
Kathy, start investing, get some DOT.
They do have it. They do have a bit. They do have a bit, but not enough.
Do they have DOT? Have a look at DOT. This is epic. This is just like the rise on this in the last few days.
They've only just figured out what Bitcoin is, Lisa. You're going to confuse them now with DOT. Yeah.
So we've had an epic 85% rise on DOT. So yeah.
Damn.
So I've got, a nice position in DOT. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've been accumulating over the last little while on every drop. So I'm almost a hodler on DOT. What is that? So, I've got an upper target here on DOT. Look at this. It's very exciting. So it's like 14 here, but if we go further, we've got $22 on DOT. So we have like so much further to go. So we're only at the beginning. So 2021 for DOT is going to be like seriously epic.
All right, you've got me convinced. I'm going to get some DOT for 20.
You're gonna get some DOT.
Yeah.
So, and then if we have a quick look at Ethereum.
So I'm sick of you being right on things that I don't own.
I don't know. If you invest in it, is that a good thing?
What's that?
Are we going to lose money now?
I'm not that bad luck guy. Don't do that.
I'm only joking. So Ethereum is looking like, you know, once Bitcoin does its thing, Ethereum's going to really take off. And we've got this formation here, this rising wedge. And, you know, these predominantly break up, and, you know, these upper targets are looking amazing on Ethereum. So we had a look at the resistance. We're just above that resistance now, and, you know, it's looking really good. This is a 4-hour chart. We've got heaps of room on the RSI. We go to the higher time frames. We've got like quite a strong movement and so much room on this RSI. We're only just starting to turn up on the MACD. Yep. So this is going to like absolutely explode. It's just, to me, this is looking good. So 25% of my portfolio is in Ethereum. So I have 25% in Bitcoin, 15% each in DOT and in BSV, which BSV is my worst performing.
You increased your BSV position for to get some DOT.
Yeah, so I've down my BSV to 15%, and I put that mostly into DOT. So because normally I hold sort of 5% in alts, in like each alt that I have. Yeah, so and I've upped my DOT to 15% over the last little while, and, you know, taken out of BSV. So sorry, BSV people, but DOT has really exploded and BSV has stayed there. So I'm very happy that I did.
Okay, so, I hear you.
So if we have a look at BSV, it's still the same. I think it's even dropped, but anyway. So it's
well, many people in BSV say it's not about the price. So
well, it is when you want adoption in the crypto industry. So
I know, and that's where I've always been very confused by some of their rhetoric.
Yeah, so, you know, saying it's not about the price is, yeah. So we're still above this resistance, which is good. But the only thing is we've got to get back above these MAs for it to like start moving higher. So
okay, so no pullback
on BTC.
You don't think there's some evil bugger out there who's going to do a rug pull on New Year's Eve?
There's rug pulls along
break
the way.
Break everyone's hearts. Or are we punching straight through to 32K as you said yesterday? And
well, we could punch through. What I see like happening, you know, if everyone's going to be shorting at 30K, it's perfect rocket fuel. So that's why Moon Man's standing here at 30K and he's pointing it. It's like, really, do you want to be shorting here? And that's like, because we could be going up to 33. So that's our rocket fuel there. So, you know, the rocket's going to take off, and then all of a sudden it's like all those shorters are, you know, there's all bear tears there. And
well, yourself and another guy that I have on the show quite regularly, Dunstan, he's a Bitcoin OG, and he called 30K by the end of the year. He's told me that he's shorting just before 30K, which surprises me. He may well join us tonight. I want to grill him a wee bit on that. But
well, I've heard
it's dangerous. That's a dangerous short. That's a very dangerous short.
It's a really dangerous short. So, you know, it is possible, but I think it's like you'd want to have a tight stop loss on that, because I really do think that everyone's going to be shorting 30K, and that's the perfect region to push it through. So
true. And I you know, if I'm a whale, and I know, as you know, they all talk to each other, scaring away the retail investment by doing a rug pull at that figure, I think would be kind of dumb. I don't see it happening personally.
Yeah, no, I just see that punching through. Like if you have a look at all the regions that we're getting these pullbacks, 30K, and we know, you know, it's a psychological number, and we always get you know, a few little pullbacks, but we see today we've had a pullback and we're still, you know, we've headed straight back up. Like we had $1,000 pullback, and within probably, you know, 5 minutes, we'd gone up $600, $700. So, you know, that's how a bull market works. And yeah, it's crazy. So 30,000, I think, is a dangerous short.
Agree.
I actually think any short in this market's dangerous, but yeah. I like money.
Agree with that either.
Yeah. Unless it's a scalp. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to have some fireworks going off behind me in a moment, Lisa, so you might have to come out of screen share there. We've actually got a couple of people trying to join us here who have obviously been drinking because they can't figure it out.
I'm not drinking enough yet, clearly, because I can't figure it out.
So what color we need? We need that the tallest building in the Southern Hemisphere, as I pointed out yesterday, to be green.
It's blue.
I know. Just thinking about it.
It's going.
It's going to be green. It's going to be green at midnight. So what's been your highlight of 2020?
My highlight of 2020 coming out of
in the crypto world. In the crypto world.
In the crypto world.
About the personal stuff after a few drinks.
In the crypto world, Bitcoin, nailing Bitcoin this year. So, you know, calling the bottom at 4,000. And everyone on TradingView telling me it was going to 0 or to 1,200 because Tone Vays has said that again. And then I'm like, it's reversing here. You can buy now or you can buy later. It's up to you. So, and then probably like at 10K when everyone was telling me we were going to fill gaps, going back up. So, yeah, Bitcoin's probably been my highlight of the year.
Been pretty epic.
It has.
Yeah.
So if we have a look, this is going to become a very, very expensive Bitcoin ring when Bitcoin goes to 50 or 100,000, if that happens. So this is what I bought. Can we see this? So it's a very expensive.
Very good. Actually, I'll go. Hang on. One second. You need to talk to the audience. I'll go and get my bling if you're going to do that.
He's just gone.
You get chatting to the Lisa.
He's gone. And then the tower explodes behind you.
It's ready to go off.
So I just go, hey, Andrea, I just saw your message. Like, oh, my God, she's just messaged me. So a friend of mine, oh, my God, he's got the Bitcoin bling. Woo!
Bling. Bring a diamond necklace to the party. Bring in my Bitcoin bling.
Bitcoin bling. Well, I don't have to have I need to buy my own bling.
I've actually got a Tone Vays t-shirt as well.
No, don't subject us to that. Here we go. We've got some. Hang on. What have we got? We've got some Van Halen for you. You ready?
Some Van Halen.
Yeah. Here we go. It's a countdown to the like.
Am I bringing Van Halen in? And I suppose it's very, very Kiwi and Aussie music.
Hey. Oh my God, that necklace is just insane.
They're all screaming outside here. They're early. They're a minute early.
Come on. Are we counting down? What's the seconds until it explodes?
Oh, these hopeless buggers that were joining us are. Well, we're gonna not. We don't need to count.
We've got it's 9:59 and 39, 40. So we've got 20 seconds until Sean's New Year. You ready? 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go, everybody. First place in the world. 2021 is here. 2020 is over.
Officially here in New Zealand. There's 2 hours to go.
Happy New Year from New Zealand, people, wherever you are in the world. I think we've probably got one of the few fireworks displays going down as well. There we go. I'm a big firework fan, Lisa. Actually,
I'm a firework fan, and they cancelled them in Melbourne. What is that? Like Dictator Dan ruined it. He ruined it.
What happened to your Van Halen music?
Oh yeah, hang on. There we go. Cheers,
everybody.
2021 and an epic Bitcoin year.
Oh, it's going to be. Come on, New Zealand. We need the best firework display for 2021 in the world. Not bad so far. And the it looks like it's going green again at the top, Lisa.
You're passed away. I can hear all the fireworks.
Oh, God, I can hear them all screaming outside. This is terrible being stuck in quarantine. I want to go to the party.
You're going to go to a party? I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
This is true. Actually, I don't want to go to the party.
I've still got hours to go out, so it's like... Not that there's much happening
2021. Here. 2020, what a year, huh?
We're just getting lots of Happy New Year's on there, so... Oh my God, that necklace!
I have to keep pulling it up because it just looks like I'm wearing some dodgy gold chain.
No, we're just waiting on the delivery of Sean's sheep.
Oh, God.
They'll be knocking on his door at any moment. There's actually fireworks going outside at my house here. I can hear them.
Oh, really? It's probably the Kiwis that live in your neighborhood. So how long have you got, Lisa? You're two hours behind.
2 hours.
Yeah. New Zealanders are often first in many things.
I'm just getting like all these comments on my phone about my ring, like from friends going, "Oh my God, I didn't even know any of them watched."
Ah, very good. So 2021. What's your New Year's resolution? I haven't actually thought of one yet, so I'm gonna have to do it on the spot. You've still got 2 hours, or have you already come up with one?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
I haven't even thought about it.
Now's your chance. You're doing it live.
I've got like 2 hours. What do I want?
No, you got to come up with it right now in front of the crowd.
I don't know. What is yours, considering it's now midnight?
I asked you, Lisa. You're gonna need to answer.
It's not fair. I've got 2 hours.
I don't know. Should we come up with one together? I haven't actually thought about it.
No, we've got Bull Devil. Sean is getting ready for some heavy pullback.
For some what?
That heavy necklace. They're like laughing at your necklace.
My blings.
Yeah, your bling.
All right.
Sorry,
oh my God, there's a huge...
When have we got some other people? Are they joining us?
No, they can't. I think they've probably been drinking all afternoon and can't figure out how to do this. Let me just check.
Happy New Year, guys.
No, he's stuck. Both of them are. Hopeless. Look at that. New Zealand bringing in the new year.
Look how long your fireworks are going. That is so epic. They're still going.
We know how to party down here.
It's like 4 minutes in and you still got fireworks happening.
I think we're going. I think we're one of the few places that are probably doing that, Lisa. is Sydney Harbour Bridge, which is the most famous one in the world, is that happening?
Yeah, they were saying that they were still going to continue Sydney. So I don't know how that actually happens when they're all in lockdown. So, yeah. It's like, do you get fined for going and watching the fireworks, or can you just watch them on TV?
I heard they're kicking out all the British backpackers that went to the Christmas Day party.
That's it.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty hilarious. All right, that was 5 minutes of explosions from, and look, it went green at the end.
It went green. Woo! Green for Bitcoin.
Tallest building in the Southern Hemisphere. Lisa completely missed my joke the other day. It's a big needle, which I think is kind of like putting a toothpick at the end of your cock and saying you've got 10 inches.
Oh, he's doing the, Andrea's just giving us some hearts.
So look, we're going to do these trading shows a bit more regularly in 2021, aren't we?
We are. So we are going to try and bring these to you 2 to 3 times.
Short and sharp. I mean, let us know what you want. I think a lot of people are telling me sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. I like having a long chat with you though as well.
Well, if we're doing them regularly, you get, like if we do 3 20-minute ones, you can still get an hour of my time. Or if we do 3 30-minute ones, you get an hour and a half of my time. Yep. Like it's like an hour and a half of Lisa. What more could you want?
Well, Lisa, you've been a pretty outstanding trader in 2020. I think what was the one you mentioned? You ranked 31st or something on some table. But as far as YouTube traders go, I watched the other shows, and I think you've nailed it better than any of them.
Oh, today I just saw that Bitfinex are ranking traders, so it's the first time I've noticed it. So it's ranked by volume, by profit, and something else. So, and I'm 33 on the Bitfinex chart at the moment of traders. So that was pretty cool. So there's some pretty big whales on there. So I'm pretty happy with being 33. So yeah.
Well done. And in 2021, I've got to get my my Bitcoin and Ethereum stakes up through some solid strategic trading with you. So I'm really looking forward to increasing my stack.
Yeah, I really think that 2021 is going to be an epic year for cryptocurrency.
Hodling didn't work.
He's got his hodl glasses on, hodl on. Oh my God, it's getting bad. He's got the Bitcoin necklace and he's got the hodl glasses on. Next time putting on Satoshi as a female, and then, Twitter will be blowing up.
Hang on. I've got a prize that we're going to give away on our show.
Oh, he's disappeared again.
I should have been more organised. I'm sending this to you, Lisa, for...
Oh, no! Is that so I can draw some little horny...
You've made it as a YouTube trader when you've got your own T-shirt with your face right in the middle of it, Lisa.
Is that what I need?
2021 is your year. We're gonna make some Lisa T-shirts.
Well, if you're going to make some Lisa T-shirts, they've got to be my little stick lady with the Bitcoin bags.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so...
okay, guys, I think Sean's lost the plot, so...
Completely. It's New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. I'm very excited. 2021. We've been very lucky to have crypto. It's been a tough year for most people, and I think 2021 is, you're going to have to be smart this year, hey, with investing and finance, and I think there's massive opportunities in our space, so we'll do our best to not give you financial advice, but share how we're thinking about things, and
we will share what we're trading, and we will share what we're doing, so that people can make their own decisions if they want to do the same as what we're doing. So it's like, be like Lisa.
Maybe that's the theme of the T-shirt.
Well, that's the theme of my Twitter. So it's like, be like Lisa.
All righty. Well, listen, I think you and I'd love for you to stay online, Lisa, and just ramble away with me for a bit. I think the other people are probably tuning in to see some charts, and they've maybe sick of us.
They're like, "Where's my Bitcoin charts?" It's like, guys, Bitcoin's going up.
So when should we do it? And you're going surfing on Tuesday, aren't you?
No, on Saturday.
Oh, okay. So should we do a show on Tuesday, and we'll get stuck into the new year?
Why are we doing it Tuesday? Why not Monday? Don't we do a Monday show?
Today?
Today's Thursday.
Oh, today's Thursday.
Well, now it's Friday for you because it's there. So
In 2 days' time on the 2nd. I mean,
Yeah.
but you're going surfing on the 2nd, aren't you?
I am.
So on the 3rd.
So let's do it on Monday the 4th. We'll go back to our Monday show.
True.
So where people
True.
expect us to be.
Okay. Tune in for that, people. That is our regular show. That'll probably be the long form one, but we'll try and get in some shorter shows as we go because it's all action at the moment.
It is.
Putting it mildly.
It's only going to get better going into KYC in February. So it's going to be epic. It's really going to be a big start to the year. And, you know, the S&P is screaming right now. And
hang on, we do have another guest. Just as we're about to leave, Dunstan shows up.
Oh, really?
Hi.
Better late than never.
Dunstan!
Hi, Lisa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, you don't know each other?
No, I've only seen you on
No.
YouTube.
We are shy.
Dunstan, the 30K man. You came
Hey.
so close.
Oh, well, it's almost there. Never mind. We have a few hours left.
Yeah, exactly, Sean. We were this close. And we've still got time.
You two have actually been bang on with your predictions.
But it's not, we've still got like 12 hours until the Europe close. So it's like, we've still got plenty of time to hit that 30K.
I think
Yep.
Dunstan's got enough capital as well to bump it over 30 and win the two people.
No, man, I'm a broke man.
Me
As
too,
all the
now
rich
that I've
people
been
say,
buying
Dunstan.
diamonds.
Oh, Dunstan. So good to have you along, mate. So you
Hi,
made
I made it.
a 23K prediction and a 30K for the end of the year. So you and Lisa have really both nailed it.
Well, our funds have been doing well, I guess, because of all these.
So on that note, Dunstan, give us your short to midterm projection for Bitcoin.
For Bitcoin next year.
Yeah.
Next year, we're definitely going to hit 50. Whether or not it's going to go higher, it's based on the amount of institutional interest. It's getting way more. But next year, my main focus will not be on BTC because next year I'm playing a capital game. I'll be focusing a bit more on ETH.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, so obviously you already know what's going on. So I'm just going to keep to myself when I'm prepared and ready. We'll be unveiling quite a bit of interesting stuff.
What do you think of DOT? Lisa's a massive fan of DOT. What are your thoughts on that project?
Okay, there are two potential things that might happen to DOT though. If DOT doesn't gain the traction of, well, it's supposed to be a better version of ETH. So if it doesn't gain that traction, then DOT is gonna fizzle, pretty much like ADA.
You don't think it's already gaining that traction? Like the amount of projects that are already currently like building on DOT, and we've got the Chainlink Oracle moving to DOT to the we've got PokerStars, we've got Kusama, we've got so many things. So it's just an epic project. And with Gavin Wood, who did Ethereum, it's like he's not gonna let it fail.
No, he's not gonna let it fail. I don't think the community is gonna let it fail. But what I'm thinking is this: it's all about distribution. It's all about traction when it comes to blockchain. It's never about the tech. So because Ethereum's tech was crap, It still gained traction. Dot's tech looks to be better than Ethereum, but it is still to me a traction thing. And you know, like many of these projects, they are building on it because of the foundation funding. Funding the projects. That's one. Another reason would be the fact that you know, right, it doesn't hurt when you get some level of grants and you build on both Ethereum and Dot at the same time. Yeah, it's not as if you're gonna lose out if you and they are not choosing. It's like people choosing to be on Ethereum and also on the Binance chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I have a problem with that actually. Centralized chains are obviously not the wisest thing to build on. Yeah, it's the same as building on EOS, man.
Yeah.
So, I like Dot. I like the community. I have my own.
But you think about Dot. It's a new community. It's a new chain at the moment.
It's an old community actually. It's not a new community.
You know, Ethereum's $700, whereas you know Dot's under 10. Yes. So you know, it's a chance. Like if Dot's to go to $100 or even $200, it's a chance to get in on that ground floor.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's the same, right? Ethereum, people are saying that Ethereum had the same chance of being at the floor together with BTC. I do highly doubt that, at least within the next 5 years. So maybe 5 years down the road, we can have the same conversation, and then my views might have changed. So I'm pretty much focused on facts. So the same thing in Dot. So right now with Ethereum, right, with the new institutional interest and so on, next year, Ethereum could have done it 10 times. But when it comes to Dot, I am still unsure because there's not enough like facts, there's not enough data to prove that you know it's gonna do even a 5x.
Well, I disagree with that. There's so much data and so much like information. Like if you watch a lot of Gavin Wood has done a lot of YouTube videos, and if you watch some of those and his vision for Dot, and the amount of projects that are currently like moving to Dot and building on Dot is just, it's really epic right now. And I think that's the reason, you know, we're getting that huge big bounce that we've had. We've done 85% in a couple of days on Dot.
Yeah, which is why I'm also in Dot actually. Well, I don't want to say too much about the CEO of Dot, who obviously was the CEO of the Parity wallet, but you know, there are some things that you know keeps like people like me like a bit hesitant, and like having Gavin Woods.
Same with any cryptocurrency though in this space, like people move from one project to the next.
Yeah.
You know, and you know they move because of their skills. Like not every project and not every business that you work on necessarily makes money or is successcul.
But the same thing. So maybe if I say it also, she was also the security officer, the cybersecurity officer, when Ethereum needed to go from ETC to ETH. So yeah, you know, that isn't an awesome track record to me. That's more.
No, it's not an awesome track record.
Yeah, it's like two major like
problems along the way.
Yeah, so, like to be practical, right? For lack of a better word, she did fuck up epically twice.
Well, she did.
Square box.
So, but
Bitcoin in my square box.
Like Ethereum has had like a number of like major issues along the way.
Yeah, I agree.
There. So
but it was her in those positions. You see, I mean, it could have been coincidental, but I kind of don't like the 2 out of 3 odds. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that Dot is a bad project. I think that Dot is awesome. Change in CEO might make it might give people a bit more confidence. Yeah.
Well, I think Dot is like my pick of 2021. I think it's going to have an epic rise, and
I believe so. Actually, I do like Dot.
Brett Kruger is just pointing out that it's about to flip Litecoin's market cap.
Yeah, well, Litecoin is where Charlie has already exited, right? Come on, when he.
Why do you think Litecoin still? I mean, I get Dot. I see the innovation happening there from a utility point of view.
But Litecoin, what's the utility? Is it?
No, I mean,
yeah. So
what would
does Charlie watches your channel? Because if he does, I kind of don't want to say what I think, but
should I buy Dot or Litecoin, people?
Dot
Well,
obviously.
I own a little bit of Litecoin, but I own more Dot. So.
Yeah, I totally exited when I knew that he was gonna exit his project, man.
Well, I think he's bought back in. I don't think he's completely out. So I think he goes in and out of the market. So from what I've heard, I don't think he's completely out right now.
Yeah,
I think
and that to me is even scarier.
well, it is when he has such a large amount of Litecoin. So
Yeah, so if he goes in and out.
So I've got a question for you. I got a question for you both. Obviously, what is pretty clear to me, we've seen BTC become, we've had this massive institutional investment. I think we all agree that's only going to get bigger. And the play there, that use case there is that limited supply. It's digital gold for the wealthy. There, you've got publicly traded treasury funds understanding that cash is, or the USD is.
Cash is shit.
Is losing its value
actually,
rapidly. So they're coming into Bitcoin. Does this open up the conversation for a lot of these people now to be looking at these other crypto projects? Obviously, we're seeing that in Ethereum. We've also got this curveball with the SEC and XRP. What are you, Dunstan? I'll start with you. Any other projects you think that you're aware of that big players are looking at from a utility point of view? Obviously Tezos, we've got the French government in there using it for their currency. BSV and Tuvalu, which actually might have had New Year's just before New Zealand.
Yeah.
Dunstan, I'll start with you. What projects do you think people should, or are you, you're our inside man. What do you got for us? What are people looking at?
Well, definitely Ethereum, definitely Dot. I do like Dot personally. I do like the community. However, the community is an old community. it was those that went into Ethereum. They also went into Dot. I mean, like a couple of new fresh blood. I do agree that I agree, Lisa, that there are new players. Dot is a new refreshing thing. We have Sora in it. It's quite interesting. I do like the fact that the Japanese community is backing, but the same way they back ADA, which I don't know whether in public I should say what I think about it, but yeah.
You just did.
I was thinking you just did without saying anything.
Yeah, but I didn't say it direct, so it's not like me.
You can't be quoted, but you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people know my views, man. Pretty like open and direct. So yeah. So I believe next year is going to be a good year for Ethereum. It's going to be a good year for Dot. The institutions are looking extremely heavily into ETH. For any other information, you might want to talk to me privately. But yeah, then when it comes to Dot, they are starting to look at it, but they are looking at it more of a tech point of view rather than a capital point of view. So when it comes to institutions, right, we are more interested in their capital rather than their usage of the blockchain. Because that's what makes our token tick. It's as simple as it is.
Well, it kind of depends on which institutions are kind of buying.
Yeah, so the financial institution. So if it's going to be a financial institution, I'm more.
But you've got your big players like Liberty
Grayscale.
and like Grayscale and those sort of things. And like while they hold a lot of BTC and Ethereum, they are branching out and they're looking at other options. So, and diversifying the portfolio. So, we're just about to hit, I think 800 billion on the market cap. So,
yeah,
which is pretty epic.
And I believe that, Dot will be one of it. Tezos is mainly supported by the French government in the sense, so by the French community and so on. And actually, there ain't much activities on it. I think business development for such a large blockchain community is extremely slow for Tezos. But it doesn't mean that, like the price is not going to pump. But I don't think it's going to pump as high as Ethereum or has.
No, I don't
right
think Tezos is going to. It's just got such an oversupply right now, and the pattern is really getting held down.
Yep.
So you know, I think that's one to watch, definitely, and it's definitely one that I have traded over the past year and made, you know, really good gains on. But right now, it's the price is being suppressed.
Yeah, but the best gains right now this year, right? Like for the past like 1 week, right, was XRP, man. It was just shorting the market again and again and again and again. Right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they're just.
Are you surprised at the amount of sort of the reaction from a lot of these crypto businesses that have delisted? I mean, they haven't actually lost in the case with the SEC, but yet people are dumping them left, right, and center.
So if you're in the USA, so it's being delisted off the USA exchanges, you can't sell it. So you need to get rid of it before then. So what are you going to do? Store it in a wallet? Because you can't legally actually
sell it actually. And if they start selling it right now, right, from these wallets, even though they hold on to it, right, what's going to happen is they're going to be fined, and the SEC is going to try to take away their licenses.
Yeah, so you want to get rid of that before that happens. You want to get rid of, like, so the date I think is January 16.
Yep.
So all of these financial institutions that hold USA licenses need to dump XRP just due to the fact you want to continue having that license so you can trade and you can own crypto.
Small XRP fact, as it currently stands, it's the third biggest collapse in economic history.
It's not a collapse.
140 billion down to 10 billion. The only companies that beat it are Lehman Brothers, and I forget the other one, Washington something or other, Washington Mutual, I think it might have been.
Yeah, but
obviously it's not a dead duck. It's still hanging in there.
It's not, because it's global exchanges will still trade it. It's like it's not collapsed. It's like it's not illegal, and it's like until it's past illegal, it will still be traded on global exchanges.
Yeah, but even then, right? So I would still want to keep shorting XRP, man. It was
I think once it's delisted off the exchanges. Like, we can hold this current level. We've retraced here to a 0.88, and that's what Bitcoin did at from 20,000 to 3,000.
Yep.
XRP is about to explode, and it's like as of January 16 when they've delisted. I think we're going to see a pump.
Well, if we're going to see a pump, that would be awesome. Well, I'll tell my traders to see whether or not they want a long XRP.
I think it's going to be something that's just, you know, it's going to go out kicking and screaming.
Look, it's a funny one because, you know, I know some people, Standard Chartered, obviously a global bank, they're about to sell it. They've actually been using it. I think the XRP global marketing manager actually works for Standard Chartered in Singapore.
They've been using the tech, actually.
No,
they haven't been using the cryptocurrency.
Well, Ripple Labs, I mean, XRP is a representation of nothing, basically.
Yeah, but they have not been using the cryptocurrency, right? There's
XRP isn't actually.
No, when they use banking, it's Ripple. So they use the Ripple technology. They don't use XRP. XRP is just a tradable token.
Oh, XRP is just a scam.
It doesn't do anything.
it literally doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it is just a scam, man. It's like, I mean, I would have preferred Dodge to XRP. At least it's a
Dodge actually does something. Dodge is like the first tokenization of humor.
Yeah, it's a meme coin. It's something that we like. XRP, I'm like,
what? It's tangible. It's a piece of art.
XRP is like one
coin. What is Dodge?
Yeah. It's tokenization of humor.
It's an Australian coin, so why not?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
love it. Yeah, at least it's better than nothing. To me, Dodge is better than like XRP, which to me feels like one coin.
Well, yeah, we won't. One coin's a bit sort of wow. Yeah. So
but it's like the financial institutions version of one coin, man.
Well, one coin's getting made into a movie. So and
is it really? Oh yeah.
Kate Winslet's playing the one coin founder. So it's going to be interesting to see if they have her tied up in a So for anyone that doesn't know what happened with OneCoin,
That was the Bulgarian crew, right?
Yep.
yeah.
And she's already caught, so you don't need to worry too much about it. But yeah.
Yeah, well, she's caught. But what happened to her brother? He disappeared, didn't he? Have they caught him?
It wasn't really a disappear, it's more of an assassination. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So,
Yeah.
like,
So
there was
somebody
some
had
dark
to
stuff happening there.
physically pay for it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some funny OneCoin stories.
The crypto underworld of
assassinations and whatever. I think I'm just gonna.
No, well, like I said, there are way too many things that are happening in our undercurrents. But yeah, very interesting.
There's a lot of stuff that happens in the undercurrents for anyone that sort of.
It's a funny one though. I'd never really even heard about that. It was the same with Plus Token, which a lot of people think took the price of Bitcoin from 8K to 14K.
It did.
It did, yeah.
It did.
But I'd never even heard of that thing. Here I am daily talking about Bitcoin, but that one was just very much.
Because like that's as far from Bitcoin as what Bitcoin is. Yeah, Plus Token is like OneCoin is like XRP is the same.
Yeah, it's the same. So I got to say hello to Crypto Kruger. I can see him. I'm just looking at people.
Kruger or Cougar?
Kruger, like Fred Kruger.
Okay, very good. Welcome.
His name's Brett.
Sir. So Dunstan, what was your highlight of 2020?
Well, 2020, Bitcoin hitting what it needs to hit. The institutions coming in, part of Ethereum staking pool. A couple of tech coming into play. Our fund doing extremely well. Well, it's a private fund, so yeah. So it's privately owned. What else? We have tech coming up. We have also came up with some interesting ideas to make BTC even more difficult to hack than it currently is now.
On that note, Taproot. That sounds like it's going to be extremely difficult to implement. Is that going to?
It is.
That requires a hard fork, effectively, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of. But
so, can the community actually get their act together to make that happen?
Almost 3/4 of us have already agreed.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a matter of either the 1/4 agreeing or they don't, and it becomes something else for them.
Is it dredging up bad memories of mid 2017 and the hard fork there, or?
No, it wasn't bad memories. Actually,
very different situation.
It was awesome memories for me, man. It was like Roger losing to us. So yeah, it was awesome. So. And him losing shit tons of BTC on his side. So why not? It's a good thing, bro.
Lisa, what was your, I think I've already asked you, haven't I? What highlighted 2020?
Well, yeah, it was, the highlights weren't many because we were 7 months locked down. So it was kind of, it was hard. So obviously, my highlight, I've got my screenplay coin runners to a point where it's just.
You've had lots of highlights, actually.
Oh, I have actually. So, so Coin Runners is going to be made next year, which is really exciting. And then hopefully we'll be in cinemas by the end of the year, and we'll be COVID free, so you'll be all allowed to go to them. We are trying to launch at the same time that Bitcoin Billionaires comes out, so we can steal their thunder. So we can. What's the? So we had Social Network, which was what's his name, the Facebook guy,
Zuckerberg.
So we're going to Zuckerberg the Winklevoss twins again. So, so we're trying to aim to come out at the same time because I just think my movie will be better. And then we've obviously got the OneCoin movie. So we're going to have 3 big crypto movies next year, which is awesome. So, and mine's going to be the best.
Awesome. Dunstan, I'm actually reading your book. I'm nearly finished. Well, I'm in lockdown and Yeah, I mean, lockdown's an interesting thing. I'm not a big watcher of TV series. I've sort of skipped through a few. The only one that I've liked so far is the Crown. I think that's fantastic. So I've been watching The Crown and reading your book, and I'm waiting for Lisa's movie.
Watch Queen's Gambit. It's just.
I started watching that. I was absolutely fascinated by it, and then I found out it was a made-up story, and I lost all interest.
It's not a made-up story. It's a true story.
No, it's not.
Based on a true story.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Lisa, come on. Let's not do this again. You're wrong on this.
I had a look at this. I Googled it. She's actually a real person.
I don't want you to admit we're live.
It was on. It was.
It's a made-up story, Lisa. Trust me.
Well, it's probably like.
It broke my heart when I found out it was made up. I know this for a fact.
It's probably like coin.
Otherwise, I would have watched the whole series by now.
Are made up, so not everything happened. So it's
Can
like.
somebody Google that and put it in the comments, please?
I have no idea. My wife watched it.
Maybe the events of.
Hi to the LA Meth Witch. She's just joined us. But yes.
What a great name.
Oh no, she's epic. She's followed me on Twitter for such a long time.
So, all right, let's get it. So, listen, you two have probably been the best predictors of this market of anybody I know, and I know most people in this industry. So let's do this, people. Lisa, end of 2021.
Ooh.
Price of BTC will be.
End of 2021. It could be anywhere between. I'm gonna go. This is hard. I'm gonna say 50K. Because I think it's going to be, I think we're going to see throughout 2021, we're going to see like Ethereum really pump. I think we're going to see DOT really pump. I think we're going to see the total crypto market cap reach $1 trillion. I think that's going to be an epic
It could happen in weeks.
Well, it is. That's in a matter of weeks. So it's nearly 800 billion.
Actually, to be honest, based on hard commits and signed documents, we have already hit $1 trillion.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's just not factored in the markets yet.
There you go, people. Finally, Dunstan gives
is that with OTC and that sort of like movements?
Well, we have to take this offline.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do this live.
Yeah.
Our audience are drunk, Dunstan. They'll forget. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's okay, man. There's just way too many things I've been sharing live. Yeah.
You're telling me you give us that sort of information, and you're telling me you're shorting at 30K.
I am.
Can I just say thank you for your money, Dunstan, at 30K? Thank you. It's been nice. I'm gonna enjoy taking it.
Well, I'm gonna short at 30.
Is it a short-term short, Dunstan?
Extremely short term.
Extremely
So
short.
it might be just a couple hours, and after that, yeah.
I definitely think we'll get a pullback at 30K, but I don't think it's going to be huge.
Yeah. So the maximum is gonna go is a $5,000 dip. That's it.
I don't think you're going to see a 5,000 dip.
I hope we see a 5,000, but I'm going to short it around.
I hope we see. I hate saying it, but I hope we do as well.
I think max you're going to see 3,500, 4,000.
Which is why I'm going to short it at 3, not at 5. 5 is a hope, but 3 is going to be risk management.
Oh, 3 definitely. I think you'll see, and that'll get eaten up. Like, Bitfinex have moved out like a whole heap of BTC ready. And waiting at that point. So I think, it's a good point to sell, definitely.
Yep.
And, place some lower orders so you can get back in.
Yep.
Because I think
that... Lisa, you're saying 50K by the end of the year?
We already said it, right? You actually put it on, you actually put the whole title there and people started sharing.
I wonder if that's conservative.
At the end of the year, we have a couple of hours left.
Oh, no.
That's next
2021.
2021, 50. Okay, I think the highest we're going to go is 80. but I don't think it will stay at 80.
I will readjust as we go, but I definitely see 50 sometime during 2021.
We are definitely gonna hit 50, but whether or not we're gonna end with 50, that's another thing. There's way too little information right now to make a good guess.
What do you mean by that? Are you sort of you're talking in terms of, obviously, you know, Steve Mnuchin, his sort of passing shot potentially at the space regulation?
Are you still fudding, Sean? Are you still fudding? It's like, look, see, you see the eye roll there? And it's like we're all just like going, "Are you serious?"
We're gonna sue him.
I'm fucking, Lisa. I'm fucking. Fear, uncertainty, and
you see, right? They are talking about people who are hundreds of millions of dollars in millionaires and billionaires. We are just gonna sue him, and including institutions. You really think they can keep it like this? It's not as if the SEC has been doing a good job with the banks, with the financial institutes, and so on. So technically,
it's not doubt, Lisa. It's concern. So it is a FUC.
No, you see, right? Next year is going to be a year in which the crypto companies, the funds, the institutions are going to fight back against the regulators.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to bring the fight to them next year.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's a funny one because that piece of legislation Mnuchin's trying to put through actually is going to make it more difficult for those institutions, just from a compliance point of view.
It's just a compliance.
On one hand.
I mean, you see, right? So I'm going to say what I always say to people. Regulators are never on anybody's side but the one that has the most capital.
Yeah.
It's as simple as it is. They were always bought, and I don't understand why the layman keeps talking about regulations and how the regulators are taking care of them and so on. I'm like, did you ever get back any amount of your money, or just somebody gets fined?
Yeah, it's like if the tether thing goes through, like, and it's just going to get pushed back. Is this
lawsuit you were talking about from the traders or the stablecoin legislation?
The age-old tether, like, you know, forever in court thing. So, but that lawsuit that's going through, it's like, it is hilarious. It is just clearly a bunch of salty traders that missed the bull run, and that's like, let's sue Tether. It's like Tether was pumping the market. It's like, no, it was market makers, and market makers are not illegal. So it's like, I'm sorry you missed the bull run, but that just happens. It's like, learn to trade.
Yeah, or just buy BTC every month, regardless of the price.
Yeah,
How
so
tough is that?
Dollar cost average, you know, if you were hodling and you were dollar cost averaging all this year, you would be so far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, 90% of the wallets are still in profit. So how could they call themselves traders?
Exactly.
If they're not in profit.
You miss the entire bull run. It's like, oh, we've been shorting the whole time. It's like, well,
thank you so much for the money that you have just passed to us. And BTC thanks you greatly. Thanks for shorting.
Yeah, thank you for shorting and giving us bear tears.
Yeah.
Buy just below 30K, people. You can take Dunstan's money.
Please buy at 30K.
Where are we? We're probably right. We're probably nudging 30K right now.
Almost. We should be.
God.
Let me take a look, man. I no longer look at CMC, so it's just CoinGecko for me.
No, we're still in that sideways pattern that we've been in all day.
Yeah, so we need Europe to sharpen things up and push it to 30K, man.
Yeah. We're sitting at 29, so you know we're sitting pretty nice right now.
Dunstan, a question for you, because you're talking about Ethereum. I know you're up to some in that space at the moment. BTC is now the sixth largest asset on the Ethereum blockchain, or the wrapped BTC.
And that's how Ethereum.
Is that effectively the scaling solution?
Nope.
Nope.
How is that a scaling solution, man? Using another blockchain that requires so much gas and with the fees
I
being
was
so
just
high.
just testing whether you are a Bitcoin OG or not.
No, I'm still a Bitcoin OG, man. But Ethereum to me is a capital game. It was never about the tech. It was never about the belief. It was never about Gavin Wood and the rest of them, or Vitalik. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you know, right? When I see an opportunity, I'm not gonna go in like this.
Mm.
Yeah, it is right for the picking.
So next question, and I don't want to begin the new year on any negative nonsense, but you two are two of the more knowledgeable people in this entire space. So I need to ask you. Obviously, we've seen the SEC have a crack at Ripple here. There is a certain amount of case law, I believe, around Ethereum being not declared a security in the US. Do you see any road bumps on regulation around Ethereum, and especially when you look at these governance tokens, which talking to some people that are involved in regulation, I think that's potentially on their radar.
It is.
It is, yeah.
It is on their radar, but they're gonna have an extremely tough time.
Yeah,
And,
I think, it's going to be very hard to take down. Very hard.
and if they try, remember, next year is where we take the battle back exactly to where they started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for a lot of us that have been in the space, bring on that battle. That is the attitude of a lot of the crypto crowd. It's an interesting one. We've got so many different groups coming into the space now. Whether or not that, sort of cypherpunk attitude, it's decentralized, you can't stop this, persist against, well, I'm a multi-millionaire now, I'll play by the rules. I don't know. There's a
No.
whole heap of things. 2021 is going to be interesting.
When you are a millionaire, right, you play by the rules. When you are 100, you're a 3-figure digit millionaire to a billion, you don't play by rules anymore. It's a different ball game, actually.
It is. It is. Billionaires have their own rules.
Yeah. So they are not talking about one of us, they are talking
I'm
about,
hopeless with rules. I need to be a billionaire.
yeah, and they are talking about shit tons of us, man. And it doesn't include me. I'm like sitting in a fake DeLorean. So yeah.
But is it fake?
And going back, hoping you go back to the times when BTC was like 30 cents. So yeah.
Yeah, if only we could go back to then, buy up all the BTC.
Dunstan, on that note, I was laughing with Lisa about this earlier. It's it's a funny one at the moment because I obviously we're all fielding a million calls and emails and should I buy Bitcoin now? And it's it's immensely frustrating after 5 years for me personally telling you might want to buy some of this.
Yeah.
God, for the retail crowd, there is still that pain. There's still that memory of this thing just dropped like a lead balloon.
I mean, so what if it drops, man? Okay, for me it doesn't matter. BTC was
so I guess my question, Dunstan, is why I saw your Facebook post about don't ask me if anyone asks me if I should buy BTC. I'm telling them no.
Yeah.
I've had enough. Just fuck off.
Yeah, don't buy BTC. So these, whether or not you treat it as financial advice, I don't care. Don't buy BTC. Don't buy Ethereum. Don't buy DOT. It's as simple as it is. Yeah, don't get into blockchain. Don't come into don't come into our community.
But in all seriousness, the people you really care about, your friends and family, what are you saying to them at the moment?
No, but even my friends and family, right? If it took them 12 bloody years to listen to me, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, my
I feel your
response
pain,
is,
mate. I feel your pain.
I've over the last month, I've had so many people that I haven't heard from all year call me.
What are you telling them, Lisa?
I tell them I told you years ago. So it's up to you whether you buy it now or not. It's like I've already told you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I told them, right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything to me whether you buy or you don't buy. I don't give a flying fuck.
Exactly. Exactly. So
It's not as if
like,
you buy, right? You make a profit out of it. You're gonna do something for me. You're gonna give me some of your profit. You make a loss. You're gonna come and you can successfully claim from me. I mean, what the hell? It doesn't affect our lives, right?
yeah, no, it doesn't. So it's like whether you buy or you don't is not my problem. It's like
Yeah.
I've told you to buy it before.
Yeah.
Before it was 28, 30,000. It's like I told people when it was like $200, $300. It's like it's starting to move now. This is like way back in like 2013. And people looked at me like I was from Tasmania and had two heads. So it's like, you know, and you know, there was a select few people that at that point did listen to me and were very happy that they did. But the majority of people are just sort of going, you know, should I buy? It's like Bitcoin's nearly at 30,000. It's like it's getting some publicity. I think I should buy it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And they still don't seem to understand that if the financial regulators are going to clamp down on anything, right, the first thing they're going to do is to make fiat digital. They're going to put it on blockchain, and what they're going to do is they're going to track every bloody transaction you and your companies do.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, right, the only freedom they have is something that can't be controlled by the governments. It's as simple as it is. So to me, it doesn't matter. To me, it's a form of freedom. I don't care what price BTC is at, to be honest. But I do care about my own freedom, and I want to be able to transact without people telling me what I can or cannot buy. If I decide to buy a nuclear bomb, so be it. It's my choice.
I don't think I ever want to buy a nuclear bomb.
It's not nuclear bomb advice, people. By the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that those were the earlier days of in Silk Road. So yeah, you could actually see a banner.
Away from the crazy man.
Would
Away
you want to
from
buy
nuclear bomb.
weaponized uranium, man?
My channel's probably going to get 2 strikes for that comment, Dunstan.
I just got somebody who's in Tasmania. It's like, does he have 2 heads?
Soon, I'm trying to grow one more.
John's in New Zealand with his sheep, so it's like I'm stereotyping
I haven't seen
everyone.
any sheep so far. I'm quite disappointed. I had my COVID test today. That was really unpleasant.
Oh God.
Stuck a freaking thing right up went somewhere about here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the vaccine, man. But yeah.
Right, so 50K from Lisa for the end of 2021. Dunstan, what was
Which
your?
may be adjusted along the way. That's my disclaimer.
Well, you're a trader, so it changes constantly. But
It does.
just big. We're talking big picture punts here, just for a bit of a laugh.
Me would be 80.
Yeah, if we're going big picture laughs, I would say 100. I'm like 100.
I am
That
tempted
would
to
be
say
an
100.
I'm gonna go 101 then, just so I can. So I beat
Yeah,
you.
but I'm gonna stick with 80.
All right, I'm gonna go 101.
Just so we can go. It got there. It got
If we get a couple of treasury scenarios like MicroStrategy happening again in the next couple of months, I think 100K could potentially be conservative.
Yeah, but that's on the
and then once you
assumption
get
that-
into that realm of above $1 trillion in market cap, it then becomes an asset that a lot of pension funds, insurance companies, etc., actually have to take a position in because of the size of the asset class.
they
Well, they
already started.
Which then gives you that exponential
Yeah.
growth. So
But they have already
that's where you
started.
get the 300K Bitcoin.
Oh.
They've already started though, Sean. It's like they're
Yeah.
already moving in. Like a lot of
Yeah.
the Australian superannuation and pension funds are already in there. So there's
Yeah,
already.
but it's a weighted investment against the market cap. So if it's we get into the realm of a $2 trillion market cap,
Yes.
they'd take like a 5% position instead of a 1%.
Yep.
Okay.
et cetera. So
No,
it
but
becomes-
we don't want them to take a 5% position. We want them to take a like less than 1% position. Even with like MicroStrategy is taking a huge position, to be honest. And that is something that you know, the entire space, we kind of don't want people to be like institutions to be taking such a large position.
Yeah.
Like for example,
So do you know
PayPal
how that
already
deal is
buying most
actually
of it.
structured? Because it's is
Like I
effectively,
say, it's not gonna be said on live. It's way too much information that we have been revealing today.
I mean, could they dump on the market? I mean, he's probably doubled his money from well, close to it, I think.
They could.
Yeah, they could definitely.
Yeah, why not? But please dump.
Yeah, but the way it's structured is it's similar to a grayscale. People are buying shares.
No. Great.
Alone.
The way Grayscale structures it, it's a scam. People are not getting their BTC. They're getting
It's a 6-month lockup, and
they're getting a share in which they are not allowed to cash out the share. They can only sell to somebody else. Grayscale doesn't even buy back that share.
Yeah, so essentially Grayscale issue bonds.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So, and like, you don't actually ever own that BTC. So Grayscale keep buying up the BTC for demand.
Yep.
Which is a good thing. But they issue bonds, and then you buy the bonds, and you can't sell that bond back to. It's like selling a bond back to the government. You can't do that. So you have to on-sell that to somebody else.
So they've effectively structured it so from a compliance point of view, these institutions have been able to get a position in Bitcoin and Ethereum primarily.
Yeah, but when they structure it this way, right, it's just like you know, right? We have all played that game before. You know, like that game where you hold a parcel, and the music carries on, and when the music stops, whoever.
Yeah, the parcel.
Best games ever, Dunstan.
Yeah.
You want to be left with the parcel at the end, Dunstan. You do, because you get the prize.
I do in this case. The prize is BTC is fine, but in their
bad
case,
memory
right,
of that parcel game.
Yeah, but in their case, right, they don't even get the BTC. They get shares that are worthless.
Yeah. Well, they're not worthless. They're worth money. So if BTC rises, then their shares rise. So, you know, it's like, and BTC should continue to rise.
Yeah,
so
and it's not even a one-to-one thing, man. They are selling the shares at a way higher valuation than what these
massive premium.
Yeah, these people could have just you know, like bought BTC.
But I think, see, this is the interesting thing for me. So, you know, obviously, while I'm fudding on someone like Mnuchin trying to push this rule through, I know, talking to, you know, my friends that run compliance for banks, they haven't had that clarity around how they can operate in the space. And I think Grayscale's sort of been that intermediary move in a way. And you know, as that sort of clarity comes into for those banks, for those institutions, that's potentially where, you know, a Grayscale and the way they operate and what they offer might become somewhat redundant. You know, the likes of a Novogratz and whatever, the way they run those sort of funds, same again. You know, they weren't particularly successful with their trading activities. It amazes me, actually, how many sort of people are put on pedestals on crypto YouTube and Twitter that are actually failed funds. Yet they're the people are listening to. I don't know why. You should be watching this channel. But yeah, I think the landscape is going to look a lot different. It's going to be a lot easier for these bigger players to come in, and therefore, you know, my 101k prediction might be small. Might not need a toothpick in the end of it.
A blue toothpick at that. Oh yeah. No, it's now green and pink. Changing color.
I'm sticking to my 80k, so maybe at the end of the year when we do another video, somebody's gonna like put it there again, and you know.
Well, you called 30k what? Start of 2020. Well, it's 2021 here now, people. I'm the only.
I called 30k, 2019 at the end of 2019, but it was just a bet, so. My
You
bets
lost.
generally fail.
Well, I called 30K in Singapore, and I was with Crypto Dog, and Crypto Dog and I were saying that it was going to be 30K by May. We didn't get there by May, but like we were calling 30K. And that was something that we had out on Twitter. So there was a hashtag 30K by May.
Yeah,
So,
and I always like to do as many calls as possible so I can just scroll back to say that, hey, I made an accurate call. Yeah, but I'm not a trader. I do FA. I can't do TA. I can't trade. I can't look at the graphs and so on. So I use information.
FA, fuck all, or functional?
Well, fuck all, but yeah. But fundamental analysis, just to, it's all about data. It's all about data to me.
he does fuck all and tits and ass.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Well, as I say, you've both anyone that follows this channel knows you too. You've both been incredibly accurate. One sort of getting near the end of the show here, but I'd love to, Dunstan, you're dipping your toe, well, not dipping your toe, you're quite heavily involved in the Ethereum space now. Do you think Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin price-wise next year or this year? For me
wait, price-wise, what do you mean by?
As a percentage increase.
Oh, percentage, yes. I actually believe that Ethereum is going to go minimum 5 times, if not 10 times next year.
That's a big prediction.
Yeah, so that's the reason why next year we are going has a capital gain. We are going all in on Ethereum.
Wow. So five times is like 3,500.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 times is 7
Would be around 6K to 7. Yeah, but I'm looking at around 6.
Wow, that's epic.
Well,
Lisa,
that's my hope.
Thoughts?
Well, I do have an easy 5.5 on. So with an extension on that Fibonacci, I think 7K is possible. But I do have an easy 5.5 on ETH.
Yep.
So just on pattern, it's like I showed you the other day that that we've got with the W bottom on ETH, and it's pretty epic.
Yeah, and like what I say, I trade based on FA. So what I'm looking at is based on pure fundamentals.
You said that you trade based on fuck all. It's like
So for shits and giggles, I hope it hits 10 times. So yeah, well, if that happens, I'll
Well, I mean, Bitcoin's just smashed through its all-time highs. Ethereum, still got another 40% to even just do that. So for me, the upside is probably looking quite a bit bigger. It's interesting as well where you see these, some of the bigger players that have come into the space that have clearly taken Bitcoin positions and obviously looking for what's next now, so to speak. And I think they're starting to wrap their heads around Ethereum, which is a little bit more difficult. But there's still challenges. I think I've been in the space for quite a while, and I've obviously been making quite a bit of content to try and understand what's going on in Ethereum and help the audience there. And it is a bit complex. There's still a lot of unknowns. Whereas with BTC, I think we're pretty clear now. It's digital gold. We know why institutions are buying it. We know why high net worth individuals are buying it. And it is that store of value. So
no, but it's the same reason why they're buying Ethereum.
But there's still a lot of unknowns there.
They don't need to understand the tech. They don't need to understand anything. They only need to understand about capital demands.
Yeah, to invest, like to the everyday, investor, you don't need to know anything about anything that you're investing in.
Correct.
You just need to know that, it's a good quality product and, it's got a good brand is what you need to know. So it's like when you go I'm going to invest in Tesla because I know that's a good brand. I know, they're making very, very expensive cars and, the technology is good. That's all I need to know.
One of the only investments that's outperformed Bitcoin, actually, Tesla.
So you say that again?
Nope.
Tesla is one of the few stocks that's outperformed Bitcoin, is my understanding.
Not at the price in which I bought, I have Bitcoin, so nope.
Ooh.
So yeah.
I was going to say no, not at the price. I don't.
What price did you buy Bitcoin at, Dunstan?
Not buy. We were mining it.
I'm going to be buying some above 30K. I can't believe that. I want to cry.
Well, it's good to go into ETH.
But Lisa's going to show me how to trade it all year and turn it into.
Well, or you can put it in my fund. So
And she's
we,
been doing
we
a great
do the
job of
trading
that.
for you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. What's that, Dunstan?
Yeah, you can put it into my fund. We do the trading for you. Well, it's private. It's for friends.
Coming on here, slinging your fun to everyone. People are actually asking if you're on Twitter, by the way.
Well, I am, but I almost
You're not
don't
really big
say
on that
shit
platform,
on
are you?
Twitter. Actually, yeah, I do have a lot of my data information from Twitter, but I don't give out calls on Twitter. I usually do it on Facebook because it's still more close to like the people. Yeah, Twitter is just like a news feed. So yeah.
I love Twitter.
Yeah, I like it. I find it very dynamic. Well, it's like news to me. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Twitter would have to be my favorite social media.
I had a shared account. I haven't actually been using it for that long, ridiculously, but I had a shared account with some other people, and I don't know, maybe it was me and some of my language, but I have a ban on it. I can't promote anything. It's seems like a restricted account.
Well,
On
I
Twitter?
get banned all the
Really
time. Yeah.
When I look at the stats on it, it says you can't do this. So if yeah.
Nah, it's okay, man. I get banned all the time.
Kiwis are going apeshit out there at the moment, by the way. So also the other interesting thing, the Bitcoin searches are now at the highest level on Google since February 2018. So it's ramping up again. The retailers are here.
They are.
I know, man. I'm getting
I hope they don't get a rug pulled on them.
No, I'm getting a few meals because of my call. So I'm like, shit, man. Give me BTC. Why give me meals?
Give you what?
Yeah, people have been asking me out for food and so on because of like.
Oh right.
They made quite a bit. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, well, either buy me a house or like give me a car or something like that. Something useful. Don't give me food, man.
On that note, if there's any Bitcoiners in New Zealand, let me know. And I'll be doing a bit of a trip around the North Island when I get out of posh prison.
Oh, we've got some fireworks going off in the background. So
actually, you're not far away from. What are you, Lisa? You're less than an hour.
It's 11:07 right now. So.
Yay! Happy New Year, Lisa.
almost.
We're almost there, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Dunstan?
Me, as usual, work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the market never sleeps, I don't see.
The market never
rest
sleeps.
Yeah.
Thank God we've had crypto during what has been a bit of a Stephen King novel of a freaking year.
Oh, I love 2020, man.
Look, I mean,
2020 has forced me to do a lot of things that like I was sort of pushing aside, and I've like completed so many projects, and it's been epic. It really has. And it's like when everyone's been complaining and whinging, I've been on Zoom calls to so many Hollywood like producers, and it's like I've met the most amazing people this year. So, and I've met a couple of really, really big stars that I sat there going. So, and I'm kind of so excited to sort of 2021 when I can sort of say a few of these things that I've been doing. So yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Who's playing me in the movie?
Sean's
or have I been written out of the script?
No, you're actually still in there, Sean. You're still in there.
I know there's been so many rewrites. I get worried every time there's one.
No. That scene's epic. So that scene is like probably one of the most epic scenes that you're in of the whole movie. So it's like, yeah. It is a really big scene, a really big setup, and they're going to have to get that really right. So it's got so many like technical details.
I think I'd actually be a pretty good actor. Maybe I can play myself. What do you reckon, Dunstan? You think I could act?
I'm having my doubts, but
Talking to me?
yeah, that just confirms what I feel.
Can I just so I don't talk to
If
me.
I'm playing myself, I wouldn't have to act.
No, if you're playing yourself, right, you're gonna make a very bad version of yourself.
Thanks, mate.
It's not dramatic enough.
Good God.
He's too nice. He's too straightforward. He's not
Oh,
good for acting.
I'm too nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
not
Thank you.
good for acting.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
What do they say? Nice guys finish last.
You
Do
never
they?
know.
I don't know.
You've got to be an asshole, Sean.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah.
Really? Is that my New Year's resolution? Stop being nice. You fucking asshole.
Do you want me to train you?
Dunstan, you're nice. I don't know. Are you nice? I don't know. You've always been nice when I've hung out with you. You got a mean streak, have you?
Well, I do if I think the person is stupid. So yeah.
We just got a comment. Nobody can play Sean like Sean. It's like hang on. I'm writing his sheep into the story now.
Oh God.
It's my movie. I can do whatever.
It's a one-time thing.
Yeah.
A cameo, right?
Around with a sheep once and it just follows you around for the rest of
What's
your
that
life.
joke? The Stavros, one goat,
Yeah.
one goat. So for anyone that doesn't know the Stavros joke, Google it.
So a central bank, will we see a major central bank buy some Bitcoin this year?
Swiss Bank have.
Or is Dunstan about to imply that it's already happened again?
It's already happened. There's some big banks that already have major stores of Bitcoin. Major stores.
Central banks.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're assuming right now that the central banks are still working together with one another. Right now, they are fragmenting.
So my understanding is that the institutional holding of the amount of Bitcoin that's already out there is actually less than 6%.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I give them 8 by now.
8%.
Around 8%.
Okay. Who's got the rest of it?
I don't know, Lisa.
Maybe.
I wish.
Flipping around some pretty serious bling before.
I'm not wearing it out. Somebody will mug me.
No.
I'm just
I
wearing it.
always get worried that I'm going to get kidnapped and
Yeah, somebody
I don't
will
have any
chop my
Bitcoin.
finger off. It's like I'm just going to wear it in my house. Nobody knows where I live, so it's okay.
So that figure sounds low, though, doesn't it? Is sort of the overall holding of the whole network.
Why? It's considered high, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, 8% of a capital good is actually considered huge.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's massive.
Yeah. They
Yeah, I know,
become-
but in institutional hands.
Yeah, but they become liquidity providers and not market makers if they are holding 8%.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's a different thing actually. And with like BTC growing, with the prices of it growing, right, 8% is considered huge because they need to keep on pumping liquidity to keep it at a certain price that they need it to be.
Yeah.
And plus the fact you know it's all going onto their books. So if they need the books to be clean and awesome, they can't let it drop below a certain price.
Yeah.
I need to do a bit more research on it, but somebody sent me some stats yesterday, actually, that basically well, it looked like institutional investment had actually doubled in the last month from, I think, 15 billion to like 31. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt that. I would not doubt that, because there's been a lot of institutional money coming into the market over the last probably
that's
12
massive if that is factual. It was something Clark Moody, I think, was the firm that had done the research.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we've had Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, you know, shouting it to high heaven, but I do wonder whether some of the others are a bit more under the radar.
They're all under the radar, bro.
Mm.
A couple of sovereign funds came in like 3 years ago, and nobody even knew a sovereign fund came in. Well, people are still.
I know you're not going to tell us.
No,
which
I'm not
country,
gonna.
but what
Yeah,
region?
and I'm not even gonna say it on like live, man. These are all information that's gonna come.
Yeah, and it's like,
offline.
Sean, you're still trying to get this information out, and it's like, no.
Tune in next week when I tell you all Dunstan's secrets that he told me offline.
And I'm gonna say I didn't tell him anything. He said it himself, man. Wasn't me.
Are they in Asia, Dunstan?
Nope.
No.
Although Asia, 2 of them already did, but it wasn't 3 years ago. It was way.
How much Bitcoin is in China, do you think? And what do you think the Chinese vision is?
You're talking about with the miners,
years?
or you're talking about with the government?
Government.
Not a lot, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But they could just go to the miners and
take it.
Yeah, they could just confiscate.
Yeah.
So that's how China works. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if the government don't own it.
But actually, that's how the whole, to be honest, that's how the whole works, actually. It's just a way of confiscation. It's just faster or slower.
True.
The United States could claim that, you know, like it's illegal, and like, you know, like they did with the Silk Road founder. And then after that, you know, we had like enterprising people who bought it off an auction. But what they did was they took it off somebody.
Mm.
Yeah. So technically, every government in the world, to me, is like a robber, for lack of a better word. And the regulators are working together with them. The army is working for them. You know, all these things are all the same control structures. Yeah, you're gonna get your third take short.
I'm just reading some of these comments. The joy of going live, people trying to wind you up. Yeah, okay. So I'm going for 101K into 2021.
Cool.
I think I might win that bet. Lisa is liking DOT as her coin of the year.
Yeah.
Dunstan, have you got a wild card for us that people should maybe have a look at?
Ethereum is going to be my coin of the year.
That's not a wild card.
Well, that's going to be a wild card.
Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think anyone should investing in crypto has to have those two.
But you see, right? What people do is
third.
they go in and out of these two all the time. So when the massive pump happens, they don't get the upside of the pumps. In fact, all the capital that they were trying to gain throughout the year with one gigantic pump just shit. I lost too much Bitcoin. You get what I mean? So to me, it's a coin that I will be holding next year, other than BTC.
Okay.
And of course, we'll definitely be going heavily into DOT, definitely.
Okay. Interesting. What about BSV, Lisa? What do you think is going to happen there this year? Is your
Well, this year it was pretty dead, so so I don't think it did much at all. Yeah, it went pretty much sideways the whole year. So we had a couple of bounces, and yeah, not a lot.
Gonna be worse next year.
Do you think so? I don't think so.
No, because I believe the community isn't capitalized enough to pump it. The BSV
I
community.
don't think they don't trade. That's the difference with that community. So there's not a lot of traders in that community. So
So capital flow is
the majority of them are hodlers. So there's
correct.
not a lot of trading going on. So they kind of buy the dips, and the dips haven't been dipping that much.
Yeah. So which is why I say that like then it means that there'll be lesser potential capital that's going to go.
I think it depends on what happens with my brother's court case. So, if there's a positive result there that, proves without a doubt that, he is, then I think BSV will take off, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But they would have to prove, he would have to prove that he actually has access to Tulip Trust.
And why doesn't he?
Yeah. So no, it's just he proving it, not whether or not he has it or he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the eyes of the court of law. So if
exactly. Yeah. So it's all up to whether the court believes or not. They've proven a few things as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So I think the results coming out on that next year is going to help or not help depending on what happens. So yeah. So and that's up to how they present the evidence and what they need to do. So yeah.
He's got a couple of court cases. He's got his one with Peter McCormick, which kicks off in February.
Yeah,
and obviously that Kleiman case is still dragging on forever, isn't it?
So it's the Kleiman case that I'm talking about. So
right.
I think basically, so if they can prove that that trust exists and that it's there, and it was made when it was made, then yeah, there releases that little bit of doubt within the community that has been floating around.
It's going to be an interesting year on so many fronts.
Yeah, so that will be interesting, very interesting to see how that plays out. So, and I think 2021 we're going to see that result within, the BSV community and that sort of moving forward.
Mm.
So that could be the fireworks that we're waiting for with BSV. Yeah, it's holding pattern. It's really holding pattern. So there's no reason this won't explode in 2021. So
I really don't like asking you about your brother because you are your own woman. It's a completely separate thing.
To be honest, I had a falling out with my brother about ex-partner, and I haven't spoken to him since I left Denmark. So which was January this year. So yeah, he's been
very quiet. He hasn't actually put out a lot of media for a while.
No, he hasn't. Mum said the other day
he might need a hug, Lisa. Maybe you should get in touch with him.
Maybe he should get in touch with me.
There is also that.
So actually, he can't. He's blocked. So I have to unblock him. So
Dunstan, who are you going to give a big hug to for 2021?
Oh, well, definitely my wife and my kids.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course Sean and the other 2 dogs that you are taking care of.
You have a dog called Sean? Did you say?
No, it's you and the wait a minute.
I'm the dog.
Yeah, no, you still have 2 dogs around you, right?
No, dude, I'm in quarantine in New Zealand now.
What? You're in New Zealand.
He's got 2 sheep.
Yes, what did you think? What did you think the fireworks going off were?
No, I didn't see the fireworks.
Lawrence had arranged
the towers.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He saw the 2 sheep walking past, and he thought they were dogs.
I'm in New Zealand, mate.
Oh, nice. Oh, New Zealand is awesome, man.
I hope so. I haven't been here for years, but they won't let me out of the room to.
I went there for my honeymoon, so yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, the animals.
I'm going to do a bit of a tour and show people a bit of the country on our shows over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Got a house on the edge of a volcanic lake starting from on the 12th. Can't wait. I haven't seen my family for a number of years. So looking forward to that. It's where I was born, right on the edge of a crater lake.
Nice.
Yeah, back to where it all began.
I'm actually going up in 2 weeks to see my nana. So she's 99 and she broke her hip about a month ago, and she had an operation. She's, she's sort of losing her marbles a bit. She doesn't recognize anyone. So I'm going to go up before she doesn't recognize me anymore. So,
yeah, you got to make sure she gets over the line for the Hundy.
Yeah. So she reaches the Hundy in April in this year. So fingers crossed she gets there.
She will.
Yeah.
You can do it, Nana, if you're watching.
Nana Nakamoto. That's what we call her on Twitter.
Yeah.
All right, people. That's our predictions for 2021. You've, yeah, Dunstan 80K. No, you were 50. Lisa was 50.
No, Lisa was 50.
No, I'm 50 with 100 possibility, and I'll adjust as we go.
Lisa, that seems so conservative from you because you've been such a bull and you've been 100% correct. I mean, I remember you calling 14K and thinking, no one else is calling 14K. You were pretty much the only person. Bang, we hit it. And you just kept calling up and up and up.
In
March, no one else was.
In March, I called 21. And then in September, I adjusted it to 30 because the wavelengths when I did the Fibonacci on it had changed. So, and then I called that. So currently wave 3 goes to 50. So depending on how, because, when we go into a sort of a retrace, a bear retrace, and at a 50,000, we might get a 6-month bear market. Depends on how much money's coming in. And that also depends on coins and tokens like Ethereum. So, and how much money's flowing into that next year. So like Dunstan has said, I do think we're going to see a lot more money flowing into Ethereum. So, I see that going to at least 5.5. And I see, stuff like DOT absolutely taking off. So, it's so, and I think sort of Bitcoin's going to sort of stabilize a bit, and then it'll go into a corrective pattern. Depending on how long that correction lasts will depend on how high we go by the end of the year.
Looks like Dunstan's car's taking off.
It does. Yeah. He's like getting ready to go back in time, and he's going to get that 30-cent Bitcoin. He's going to buy.
Oh, look, I'm gonna get a little bit controversial here. Someone's just asked about Zilliqa and Dunstan. I know for some reason you were quite negative on it a number of months back when I spoke to you about it.
Really? Well,
was it a private chat? I can't remember.
Yeah, most probably it was a private chat though.
All right.
But if it's going to be public, it's pretty simple, right? Zilliqa is shit. They didn't manage sharding. Even Ethereum managed sharding and some of the other blockchains. So, and their CEO left, their CTO left, their core developer left. So, yep, I would not be holding such a coin.
All right, not financial advice, people. The chart's been pretty good though, hasn't it, Lisa?
Well, the other market making helps.
Which one?
Zilliqa. Zil.
Yeah, it has. It's in a correction at the moment, but it has been very good.
Yep. But fundamentally wise, it's not something I like.
If so, fuck all wise, you're saying it's no good.
Yep. Nope. I mean, unless you tell me that.
I disagree on that. I think there's some good development on it.
The show's all about people. I try and bring in differences of opinions. There you go.
Yeah, I think there's worse coins.
So there are definitely. Well, ADA seems to me a worse coin, but it's a good coin for trading. But yeah.
Yeah, there are a few sort of untradeable coins right now. So, BSV is kind of one of them. EOS is another one. They're just, they're in a sideways forever pattern. So they're kind of like, they're a hodl coin if you're holding them.
I wouldn't even dare to hold them. And to me, those are dead coins. Especially EOS.
What do you think?
EOS I don't hold. So
what do you think of Richard Hart's Hex, Dunstan?
Hex.
Yeah.
that was my response. It's like, really?
That's like one coin, man. It's slightly better than Ripple. Hey, wait. I think they're on the same category.
I think it's kind of like, you know, holding Verge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true, right? Oh, Verge suck, man.
Gone up 100% in the last 2 weeks.
Wow. Somebody pumping it one time so people try to get in, then after that they exit.
They sell it, yeah, they exit.
Yeah,
He's an interesting character, actually. I'm going to get him. I'm going to ask him back on. It's one of my most watched shows. Maybe you two can join for that one.
I don't think you want to put me with anybody
I was going to say you don't
controversial.
want to put me.
If sparks are going to fly, Dunstan, that's exactly what I want to do.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you want people to ban your show or something like that, because I usually don't. Yeah, I don't give face to anyone in the community.
He was a big time Bitcoin maximalist.
Yeah, being a Bitcoin maximalist doesn't mean that I'm gonna support whatever he's doing.
All right, I definitely want to get you on that show then.
I'm not even going to comment.
Okay, we've got to finish it up with our New Year's resolutions. Lisa, have you thought of one yet?
No. I don't really have a New Year's resolution.
You've only got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes to come up with one.
The thing is, with a New Year's resolution, you make it and then you don't sort of.
Anything you could have done better this year? Is there anything you'd like to change that you think, geez, I could have done that better? Could have been nicer to that person.
I'm nice to everyone.
No, you don't drink or anything like that, so there's no sort of giving up smoking or drinking. That's the
so that's
the standard resolution
that I want to do. I probably wish I could have fixed Martin and I didn't, and he's got to fix himself. But that's probably the only thing that I wish was different. So yeah.
That's not really a resolution, though, saying you wish.
Not my resolution. That's something that you said, do I wish anything was different? And it's probably that. And it's like, there's probably another person that I won't mention that, I wish was different as well. And, but he's not, and he's wanting to go away. So that's okay. So probably, if I could fix anything, it would be my love life, which is non-existent, it's okay. I don't mind.
How's that possible? Come on, Australians who are watching this.
It's possible because I don't want it to be different. So there you go. I'm quite happy being single. That's why it's possible.
Yeah, she got a lot of stuff going on, making movies.
I've got so much stuff going on, and I would make time for one person. He knows who he is. But it's like, other than that, I don't have time. And I logged on to Tinder and I had over 9,000 likes and I deleted it. And it's like, I literally didn't have time. It's like, so, yeah. Who's got time to go through and go, I'm going to date this guy? It's like, I get up most mornings at 3 a.m. because I've got meetings with LA. So it's like, somebody.
Well, that's going to be tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got priorities. I've got big goals and dreams, and I want to see those come to fruition. And then the rest of my life can fall into place. So, yeah. Yeah.
Some people can suck a lot of energy out of you. And I think you might have been in a few of those situations.
Yeah.
You're a good person, Lisa. I hope the personal life works out. I'm sure it will.
Oh, I'm sure eventually it will. I'm not lonely. So, if I ever need to talk to somebody, I've got 30-something thousand people I can reach out to on Twitter. And it's like, or I can phone a friend or, it's just, yeah, I've got girlfriends that just drop in here because they don't ever see me. So I'm always sitting here working and trading and, editing my film and doing all of that. So I'm like super, super busy. But, if somebody drops in and they want to see me, I'll make time for them. I will definitely, drop what I'm doing and make time.
Very generous with your time.
So,
I know for a fact.
Yeah. So, for my friends and my family, I'll make time. So, yeah. And for people on Twitter that need me, I make time. There's a few people that have got stuck over the last little bit in shorts, which was slap them. And, I've helped them get out of those. So without losing a lot of money.
Mm.
So just, giving them strategies and tips of how to sort of, hedge and do that. And exit a losing trade. With a positive sort of outcome.
Very good. Dunstan.
Me.
New Year's resolution.
Well, I wish that I had gone even deeper into BTC as usual.
You don't really understand this whole New Year's resolution.
Yeah, because I don't think that there's anything about me that I want to change.
There's still time. There's always time to go
You're like a true narcissist.
Yeah, I'm a true narcissist, man. Yeah, people think that I might be some psycho killer. So yeah. So with some high level god complex. So yeah. But
all right.
Yeah, I kind of.
You're all good.
No, it's just having fun, man. It's but I think that hope. What I want to see is like this year, more people really taking things into their own hands. That's more important, and like not just listen. I think listening and following is the biggest problem that we have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in 2020. If they stop listening, the world will go into chaos, but change will come and it will be a better world.
Mm.
And
yeah,
I'm looking at 2021 being a year of change for the whole world.
Big time, I think, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And people will start making their own choices.
Mm.
So that would be a fun 2021, man. And we're all prepared.
I think so.
Lots of time to prepare and lots of time to think about it. So
yeah, we're all prepared.
2021 is looking epic.
The old guards are all ready. So it's as simple as it is.
Yeah, it's going
to be interesting.
Yeah, I think anyone that thought 2020 was a shock.
Wait till they see 2021.
Buckle up. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting for like Godzilla to come in a couple hours.
Not surprise me, Dunstan. Not surprise me. All right, you two. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring in 2021. Lisa's yours is about 25 minutes away.
It is. It's not far away.
I'll stay.
I told friends I was going to meet them in the city. That's not going to happen now. Sorry.
Do you know what? I mean, what a nice way to start the new year, though, without a gopping hangover tomorrow. Not that I can do anything, but I can wake up and go.
Right. So it's like
what? 2021.
I think I had an epic hangover one time like this year, and it was like the worst hangover ever. And it's like, yeah, and I don't think I've really drunk that much since. So, yeah.
Maybe that's your New Year's resolution: just get shit faced in 2021.
No, that's not going to happen. I'm a trader. I need to stay sharp. I need to.
You do.
Yeah,
you do. You're my guiding light in 2021.
No getting anything. It's just like need to stay sharp and focused.
It's one of my resolutions actually in 2021 is to possibly maybe drink a little less. I drove 4 months of constant lockdown in Singapore, man. That was just, I think everybody drank. You two are the exceptions.
Nah, I don't drink.
Yeah, because we had
don't drink at all,
goals and focused stuff that we needed to achieve. So it's like when you've got stuff that you need to achieve and stuff that you need to do, there's no room to sort of, like clutter your mind.
And I can't even get to my mushrooms. So since I can't exit the country, I can't get mushrooms. So that's the only thing.
I'm not even going to comment.
Oh my goodness. My resolution is to, you guys think, what are you telling me? I'm a nice guy. I should be nastier. My resolution is actually to be nicer.
No.
Wow.
To be nicer. How can you be nicer than a nice guy?
Oh,
Yeah, no.
there's a lot of people that'll be
resolution,
watching this
man.
going, fuck this guy.
It's like,
No, there's a few relationships I need to repair actually.
Guys
That,
going, Sean's soft.
there's a few relationships I need to repair. I've been certainly focusing on that in the early part of the year. Looking forward to seeing a lot of people actually. God, I feel like I've just been living on this planet by myself this year.
Well, you're under lockdown.
Yeah, that's like you're under lockdown. You probably have.
Oh yeah, I mean, I literally, I mean, Singapore, it was close to 5 months where I didn't see another person.
Well, we were 7 months, but I had Adam during that time, and I've got my kids here, so which are not really kids, they're adults. So yeah.
It did make me realize I really like my own company, though. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You do like your own company? I love my own company.
Yeah,
it's
I do.
like, I'm the
No
most awesome
problem at
person I
all.
know. So
No problem at all.
And I'm a narcissist, so I like myself. So
that's the thing. It's like I'm the most awesome person I know.
Why are we all hanging out together right now? Then?
Because together we're like, we're more awesome.
yeah, less narcissistic.
Welcome to the most narcissistic show at all of crypto people. We'll be coming to you live every week if we can be fucked. All right. On that note, we will be coming to you live all the time. We like making this content for you.
Well, we will be coming to you more live because now Sean can do it. It's like
I know. How good's that?
I know. It only took him 6 weeks to work it out.
Wait, Sean, since you're now in New Zealand, you're gonna stay there for quite some time, right?
Looks that way.
A year?
I think 2021 it's impossible to plan anything. It's certainly a minimum of 3 months.
Oh, that'd be awesome, actually. Cool. Well, maybe if I have the time.
What, that I've left Singapore?
Yeah, no. Maybe when I have the time, I should go and travel New Zealand, man. Been missing that place.
Well, look, I just truly pray that they can keep these lockdowns away from happening here. As you know, in Singapore, it's such a pain in the ass with these masks, not being able to talk to other people. There's no social life. It's just so limiting.
Yeah, it's retarded.
They have stadiums full of 50,000
No,
people.
it's going to be awesome, right? When people around the world find out that if they take the vaccine, they still have to wear masks.
Mm.
Oh, that would be it. I'm waiting for them to break, actually.
Mm.
That would be fun.
I'm worried about a lot of people that I've seen. It's 2020 has been tough, really tough on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
On the majority of people would be the reality.
Yeah.
So let's go into 2021 nice and positive. It's obviously we're quite lucky,
we're very lucky, and there's been a multitude of people that I've helped on Twitter, and they've been telling me lately. So I'm really thankful that for 2020 that I've had so much time to help people out there and to make their money go just that little bit further. So yeah. So they have made my world a better place, all the people out on Twitter. So it's like, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
On that note, Dunstan, do you want to tell people your Twitter, or are you
my Twitter.
private?
I think it's the crypto guy with a K for Kryptonite.
That's cool.
You don't really use Twitter so much, though, do you? I mean, if anyone wants to get in touch with you, how should they do that? What's the best way?
I'm usually on Facebook, actually, not on Twitter. I'm like a bit old school. I don't like Zuckerberg, and he has banned me a couple of times on Facebook. But most of my community is there, and I'm too lazy to give calls, so on too many social media. So wait, let me check my Twitter. I should be the same. Yeah, at the crypto guy on Facebook.
Shows how often you use it. You don't even know you're.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I kind of don't use it. Maybe I should
Do you want
switch
people to get
yeah.
in touch with you on Facebook, Dunstan? If they want to
No,
talk?
no, because people talk to me all the time. I don't ever reply people.
So do you want people to get in touch with you at all, or should they just leave you the fuck alone?
No, I'm okay with people actually, but usually they start with hi, hello, so I stop wanting to speak.
All right, start with something interesting.
Straight to the point,
Otherwise-
people. Don't give him the eye. Just go.
Yeah, or don't say things like like Happy New Year or whatever. Those things. Yeah, come on.
All right, before we go, what's the price of Bitcoin?
29 right now.
29.
Yeah, it's around 29.
You're shorting just below 30, are you, Dunstan?
Yeah, just below, not at 29.
You can buy Dunstan's coins, people.
Well, please
Souvenir
never
of
buy a
20.
coin in which I put myself on. As usual, it's gonna be another shit coin.
I might wear more jewelry in 2021.
Yep, I have noticed that. I didn't want to
kinda
comment
suits
on it.
me.
Yeah.
Being old, I gotta wear
wires.
glasses.
Send me a wires.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, guys, we're going
Cool.
to leave you because Sean's going to drag this out for an
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go. I'm
Cool.
starting to ramble.
He
Thank you
is,
very
he
much.
is.
Okay, thanks everyone. Have a good
Watching,
night.
everyone.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Have an
Yeah.
awesome New Year's. See you on Twitter.
Yep. Thank you everyone. Please don't go into Bitcoin or Ethereum or Polkadot. Yeah, or anything that we say. Yeah, it's good to remain in fiat. Enjoy life.
And that's not financial advice.